Meet Charlie, a seasoned photographer and a savvy high-powered agent. He loves to work out, broker innovative business deals, and be the topic of his friend group. But that wasn't the most interesting thing about Charlie. Charlie did not believe in relationships. He was charming, polished, and an excellent smooth talker. His work spoke for himself, and so did his charm. He really did not have to do much to get a woman falling. He was the ultimate hoe. The irony was, Charlie had a friend group that only consisted of committed relationships, and they tried to connect Charlie with beautiful, grounded women. But Charlie wanted no parts. He had 3 rules by which he lived his life. Do not touch my camera, don't take off your heels in my home, and do not date any friend of my friend group. I kinda get the first one, I really get the second one, and the third one I guess. Charlie did not hide his life. He was truthful and flaunted it in the face of everyone around him. His therapist sister invited him to her office to talk about his commitment issues. But what Charlie hated more than anything was talking. So Sherry took a new side, talking to some of the girls he had, and gave them her office number for therapy hours. Pretty smart, huh? Charlie was happy. At least his life looked like it. His work brought him some sense of fulfillment, but there was nothing more fulfilling than getting into the pants of a beautiful woman. And he was about to meet a woman that was everything he ever wanted. It was just another day at the office, and Charlie had a meeting with his boss in the conference room. As Charlie walked into the conference room, he was taken aback as he met a woman who sucked the oxygen out of every room she walked into. Charlie stared quite glaringly and couldn't take his eyes off her. She knew she was gorgeous, with the beauty of a siren. Charlie inquired about her from his boss, but his boss could care less. He was only focused on business and making money. On a fateful afternoon, after Charlie went on his routine run with his boys, they stopped by a cafe to get some beverages. They spoke about love and relationships, because that was the one thing Charlie never wanted to talk about, and at the same time, what most of their struggles were centered around. But then a woman walked in. Charlie recognized the woman from the office and hinted this to his boys, talking about how he was going to tear that. Sadly for Charlie, she could hear as this conversation went on behind her back. But the silence between Charlie and this woman was finally interrupted when there seemed to be a mix-up of their drinks. Charlie thought his drink was ready, but her name was on the drink. Her name was Eva, to which Charlie introduced himself. She repeated some of the things Charlie told his boys. I'm a dime, huh? And you will tear my up. This wasn't a good look for Charlie. He had to redeem himself, but she wanted nothing to do with him, until the server poured his drink all over him, and he reacted composed enough to make Eva intrigued, taking his number from the floor he offered earlier. The boys made a bet with Charlie. The boys were Rick and Victor. Victor was about to get married in 1 month. The bet was very simple. If Charlie couldn't stay with one woman before the wedding, Rick gets to be the best man instead of him. Charlie accepted the bet. Eva decided to use Charlie's number after all and called for a meetup. Eva was looking for a non-committed relationship, which was perfect for Charlie. But Charlie was confused because Eva confessed to only being in long-term relationships. Eva wanted something different, and she believed Charlie could give it to her, and Charlie was more than happy to do so. Eva got the ball rolling when she texted Charlie to meet him at his place. Charlie left work to clean up his place, setting up candles at noon. Charlie really was that guy, giving you the one-time experience you wanted, enough to want more, but never getting it back. Eva walked in with a silky robe, with nothing underneath. Charlie was mesmerized. He was about to go to work, like Mahomes on a Sunday. Charlie was hooked. With Eva, it was nothing but pure, unfiltered desire, a desire he couldn't let go. This level of lust was what he longed for, and was ready to hold on for as long as he could. He made someone's mama proud. For a minute, Charlie believed he might be falling, maybe a little, as he told Rick one night, as they sat and drank beside his pool. He did not know he was about to be in the shock of his life. Just like any wedding, the groomsmen went for a fitting to check out the suits they'll be wearing for the event. Due to the lack of mirrors in one room they were in, Charlie asked to use another mirror, which happened to be in another room. He stood and posed as women fawned all over him. In the same room was this beautiful woman who was dressed in a white gown on the podium, as everyone couldn't stare away. Charlie joined the watch party, and behold, it was Eva. He was completely shocked and broken. He told her she looked beautiful, to which she replied, "Thank you." Rick came in and couldn't believe his eyes. The woman they thought Charlie had found was about to marry someone else. Charlie the player was heartbroken. He drank himself to death that night as Eva waited at his place to apologize. Eva had a justification. She told Charlie, "No strings attached," but Charlie felt betrayed. It is easy to say no strings attached when you're already attached to somebody else. Charlie asked her to leave and went on a fender bender, drinking himself to sleep every night. He could barely look at other ladies and lost his edge in bed. All he did was imagine Eva all around his house, and he finally succeeded in pushing the people who love him away, airing out the secrets of his boys in front of their women. Alone used to be his happy place, but now being alone made him lonely. Nothing was working anymore. He decided this is not a way to live and started making real life changes. Eva left him a gift that he was supposed to only open on his birthday, but never did until he started getting his life together. The first thing he did was quit his job. He was never really happy in that place. He blew up a deal including French Montana that could make his company millions of dollars, pushing his boss to fire him. But he couldn't be happier. He went to his friends to apologize for being a jerk and made peace with them. He was an amazing best man and gave a speech of love that was emotionally charged, and finally did what he always wanted to do: publish his photos and start his own gallery. This was over an 8-month span. Everything was falling in place for him. He even found people he used to work with at the agency who quit due to bad managerial practices, and French could not be more thankful for saving his ass back then. He might have lost contact with his old company, but he gained a friend. At the end of his show, he received an unexpected visit he never thought he would have. It was Eva, who heard about his exhibition from his husband. Marriage was complicated, but that is exactly what she wanted. She tried to apologize to Charlie for hurting him, which Charlie appreciated, but he felt wasn't necessary. Without her, he would never have faced his issues head on, especially dealing with the death of his parents. And his sister could not be happier for Charlie taking this leap. Charlie was living life, took down all those rules by which he lived, and was open to real romantic relationships again. He met the girl his friend group introduced to him that he never would have dated before, but he finally decided to give her the time of day. This movie ends with them talking and laughing, as it seems this was the right moment for them to explore something new.